in it, but for like 10 seconds at the end, like, hey, please support us or whatever. And I'm just like a tear in that.
That was the part you had to shoot over and over again.
Cool. All right, so let's get started and place ourselves on the board.
Okay.
Hugo Noble is in Black Forest. That's where my scheme change in management tells me I gotta go.
These are the villains placing their characters first for game setup.
So evil Selena Cross and her dangerous obsession is going for the 3rd ward.
Got it. Now with Dangerous Obsession, I believe you actually have to nominate one of the heroes as your obsession.
Oh boy.
Dimensions on the front. So anytime you do... Yeah.
So this isn't a choice. I must do this.
You must pick one of these people to be your obsession.
It's not a big deal who he picks. It doesn't mean anything.
It may have some impact.
I think I'm already obsessed with my friend Andy, so you are my obsession.
Catherine Harrington is your Dangerous Obsession.
Do I have to do anything then with that?
You're my obsession.
If you die, they get more points out of you.
Yes.
If
you were
kills
worth
you.
a little bit of an extra kicker for us if she's the one that eliminates you. All right. So... now, heroes, you guys get to start on step 1 of any one of those heroic endeavors there.
All right, I'm playing Duncan Hendricks. This might be a good opportunity to show a character card.
It's a fine-looking character card.
Modeled by our friend Aaron Amendola, Versus the Universe.
A real hero.
And here are the rules. And in order to place heroes, we're going to go to the first step of any one of our endeavors, which are effectively our quests. I see that I could go to Bell Harbor. I see a villain's already there, and I'm not sure I want to deal with that right now. I also see a single step endeavor.
This is my guy's sweet smile and the cigar in his mouth. Just don't want to tussle with that.
They're 1 to 3 steps. This has 2 X's, so it's just the 1 step, which starts at Clock Tower, Tallman Plaza. So I'm going to take my person icon and put myself in Tallman Plaza.
Do we in general want to be close to these guys or not?
It's a trade-off, because if we're close to them, we can mess with them and their schemes, but if we're close to them, they're close to us, and they can mess with us in our endeavors. It's a little bit of a...
Sam's obsessed with me, so I think I don't want to be in the same city as him to start with. Obsessed with me to murder, which I'm finding out afterwards, so that's not a good...
it's open to interpretation.
I'm going to want to at least start in a different city, I feel like. Should I be in the same city as you, Ed, to help, or does that not matter?
It's a single step, so it wouldn't necessarily help there. If you start somewhere else, I can come and help you finish your quest later. As long as we do them sequentially, the steps sequentially, it doesn't matter who finishes what step.
What if we tried one of these meteor ones here?
Yeah, a 3-pointer?
Yeah,
that looks good.
Let's try it. Okay, so we're going to try serving the Regency, which means...
Nightfall in Talbot.
There's Talbot.
Right in the middle.
All right, there we go.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
So I know we started with this player, or with this endeavor, or my scheme, excuse me. So do I still draw up some chips?
Yes.
It's your starting card as well?
You're going to get your 6 starting cards right now, and then I gave you the extra chip.
So I already have the extra chip. Thank you very much.
You're accounted for.
All right. I would have drawn another one.
Got to have that extra savvy to be obsessed with her.
All right.
All right. So, Ed, you want to be our first hero and take us through turn 1?
I certainly will. Okay, so to begin my turn, I'm in the start phase. I can play 3 cards that have start written on them, up to 3. And I am going to choose to do that. I am going to play Personal Autocannon, which gives me 2 Marshall chips. Now, I could have waited and used that in a challenge to do an indirect benefit, but I'm going to use it now. So I'm going to grab 2 of these red chips. They're Marshall chips. I now have 4 Marshall chips total.
Duncan Hendricks got a gun.
That goes to discard. I'm not going to play any more start cards. Instead, I am going to go to my exploration phase. Now, this is where I can move. I don't really want to move because my quest... I actually started on the first step of my quest, but exploration is sort of where you can do a lighter version of what you're going to do later. I can do a side quest. Side quest is any of these, each city is represented by a deck of cards on the side of the board here. So I'm going to take a side quest in Clock Tower, but before Chris grabs it, I'm not sure I like what's necessarily going to be on top, so I'm going to cycle those cards. I'm going to do that by spending 1 of my chips, a blue chip, from Savvy. That allows me to look at the top 3 of the side quest deck. and put them back in any order on the top or the bottom as I please.
If you want to cheat like that, I guess.
Okay, I am going to put them in this order on top. I am now going to draw a side quest. My first side quest is the Iron Eye opens. All heroes draw 1 asset card. All villains discard 1 asset card.
Oh boy.
Boo.
Draw the next delve card from this deck and play it. Place this card on the bottom of the deck.
That's why we became villains.
Yeah. This was kind of an instant thing to happen. The next card, I already knew what it was because I'd cycled it, is Agents of the Enemy. This will be our game's first challenge. The challenge rating is 1 in every stat pool. Martial, Savvy, Ingenuity, Evasion.
I will take that. Hugo Noble. It's going to be the opposition here. So I've got 1 chip going into it, plus any cards that I choose to lay down. Now I have to lay down the first card because I'm not the active player. I'm going to go with a card in Martial.
Okay. Because I'm the active player, I just need to win. I need to win a majority, but ties go in my favor here. So I'm going to look to win 2 of them. I'm going to play one of my number cards. Look like this. Secretly. So don't look at it, Chris. Into
I guess
one of the slots.
All right. I'm going to do a face down card on Evasion.
Okay. I am going to do one on Ingenuity.
I will do one on Ingenuity as well.
Now I'm going to ask my ally if I could take a look at your hands, sir.
Do you want to look at it under the camera like we've been doing?
Yeah, actually, I'm going
Are
to.
you in need of assistance?
I'm going to ask for this card right
I'm
here.
Get boned on this one, no matter what. But I'll
number
play
card,
it
and
draw,
it's
draw
red, and
cards
it says
out of them
ally
at least.
above it, and that means that my fellow hero here, Andy, can play this card for me on my turn, and he can play it in a slot that is already taken. I'm feeling kind of weak in Ingenuity, so if you wouldn't mind laying that card face up in Ingenuity.
So if you haven't played a face down card yet, the ally can't play in that space.
They can play in any space, as many as they want in any slot. They're a fairly rare card. So that's going to be our card lay.
I'm going to put a face down card in Savvy.
You guys are in trouble now.
Good luck.
I'm going to say I am done with cards.
Okay. Once you say you're done with cards, or once you don't lay a card down, then your whole turn ends for laying cards. I have no more cards I can lay, and we don't need any ally cards right now, so now it goes to chips. The villain chips are already in, these challenge chips. Now comes the hero, and he can decide what he wants to do there, how many of those chips he wants to give me when he loses.
I feel fairly confident I'm going to win, confident enough that I'm going to wager my chips. If I lose, one of these stacks is forfeit, but I'm going to put all my Martial in. I'm going to put all of my Ingenuity in, which is 1. Mm-hmm. My character has a resources value of 1, which means I get to take a chip from somewhere else and wager it forward. So that's me all in as much as I can go.
The reveal. I have 2. This one's adding 2 to Evasion, and this one is adding 2 to Savvy. So I end up with 1, 4, 1, 3.
So I was only going for Martial and Ingenuity, knowing I only need to win 2 here. So I have 3 and 4 chips for 7 in Martial, so I should win that.
You do.
In Ingenuity, I have 2, 3 in cards, and 2 in chips for 4 there. I should win 2 of the 4. I win the tie. So this side quest goes to the heroes. But at what cost? I was bled of some useful cards going into my quest step next. But looking at the hero win, I may make 1 free move, and opposing villain suffers 1 persistence. I don't want to make a move because I'm where I want to be for my next step, but Chris, you need to suffer.
You hurt Hugo Noble's feelings.
So Chris would normally lose chips if he had wagered any.
If he had wagered any, yes. And usually in order to wager them, he would have to be at or adjacent to my location.
That is the scenario that allows you most often to be able to wager chips, is if the opposition is at or adjacent to where you are. Chips sort of represent your character's like actual being there, being able to interfere or use or know, your resources. So these are my goons, my spies, my wealth, my sweet car. So
gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so now it's your adventure phase. Do you...
I would like to attempt step 1 of past due final notice, and it is in fact just a single step endeavor. However, before I do that, I've lost some cards, so I'm going to spend 1 ingenuity chip, which is the maximum number I can spend because I only have an ingenuity value of 1, to draw 2 more cards.
I hope they're horrible.
You know what? They're all right. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to attempt past due final notice, and you'll see that spread of 3 colors again indicates that a challenge has been activated.
So now it's up to us to decide who wants to be opposition. I have exactly 1 card left, so
I feel like it should be me
for you to take it.
All right.
So villains lay the first card.
Okay.
It is a Martial 1, Evasion 2.
So this is the chips that you have going into it. Martial 1, Evasion 2.
So if I did absolutely nothing, I would have at least 1 and 2.
Correct.
Yep.
So now you're not at or adjacent to where he is, so these chips can't come into play. All you got are these plus card play.
Okay. All right. Well, I have little to no strategy here, but we're going to...
how I run my life.
Here.
What's the story of what you're trying to do here?
Should be on the back.
Well, the entire game of Ironrise has a narrative basis to it. On the back of all these cards, there is, in fact, a little clip of the story we're dealing with. And we also, we're on a website called World Anvil, which Chris has put all of his stories in. This all started as a role-playing session that we made into a board game that kind of builds out the world there.
The short version on that one is you're just trying to help a guy who didn't pay his bills and the bank's coming to kill him.
That's great. Well, the short version leaves out the auditors, which are a dangerous breed of trained killers, as good with numbers and ledgers as they are with autocannons and blades. So let's not...
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Well, that's you. That's your guys.
We're going to say...
What you represent right now.
In this world... Let's just say in this world, banks are evil, right?
Oh, can you imagine
what that's like?
I love to play games to escape.
So here comes the deck collector.
All right. Okay.
Try to help my buddy out of his student loans.
I'm going to play this one, and I think that's a fantastic part of my challenge. And I can play it in any of my 4 categories, correct?
You can.
Or just the 2 that are applicable.
Well,
here.
so these 2, just because they don't count for anything, doesn't mean you might not want to lay a card here.
Exactly.
So you can also lay a card there.
Exactly.
So
okay. That's what I thought.
We've got a face down ingenuity card from the bank.
I'm going to put 1 face down in Martial.
Okay.
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
If you win this, it's going to affect your credit score.
You've heard of TurboTax. You're going to get the Turbo Axe.
Oh.
No. Oh, no.
On turn 1?
We're kickstarting tomorrow. We still have time to put that in the game tonight.
All right. So yeah, I get to play another one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to put 1 in Evasion.
I see. Oh, right. Mine's laid out differently than yours.
Yeah. They do kind of meld together.
I see. We should be face to face.
Yes.
Yeah, in an ideal situation, we're actually, when you play this on a 4-top, you're across from the other team. So my Martial being on my left and your Martial's on your right, so they line up in kind of these slots that we're
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, all right. And I continue to be face down until there are...
Till the reveal.
All right.
So he's added a 3rd card even though there are 2 slots in play. That means he's either bluffing and just throwing down 1s, which are garbage cards pretty much, in order to draw more out of me, or he's got something that's doing an indirect benefit to one of them. I'm going to call your bluff. I'm not going to lay any more cards.
Okay.
So do you. You could do 1 more if you want.
I could do 1 more if I wanted to, if I think there is something to be done.
Otherwise,
yeah. I'm evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're done with cards, it goes to chips. You're not at or adjacent to me, so it's just me who lays chips. I have actually secretly kind of gone all in on evasion, which you're about to find out. So I'm going to wager my evasion chips. I'm not absolutely confident I'm going to win this, so I'm not going to try to win Martial. But I am going to use my resources to take a Martial and put it over to evasion.
It's all in.
Ready for the reveal?
Reveal.
Let's do it. So if we're starting with evasion, Let's see. I played Long Reach here, which gives me +2 in evasion.
Ooh.
And I also have Malfunction, which gives me 1 to everything, including evasion.
3.
So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Uh-oh, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I also played an indirect evasion card for 1 evasion, which gives me a 7. We're both at 7. I win the ties in this situation. Whew.
Man.
Evil.
That was close.
Evil was almost triumphant.
All right. So what I would normally do is cover this with a challenge chip to show that we're done. But since there's only one step,
I thought I was going to thwart
I'm going to pull it up, and we get 1 victory point. We are on the board.
We just got it. That's exciting.
Heroes. Danny, could I ask for your assistance?
It's our lovely assistant.
So you have 1. So you have 1 point now. What does it take for a win?
8.
Say 8.
8 points. All right.
We can get them that way. We get 2 points if, and also if you could just give us another.
Danny, everybody.
Yeah.
Keep them coming because we're just going to be knocking down quests.
Oh, yeah, we're heroes. If we flip 3 cards in any side quest in the city, we get 1 victory point. 2 points if you kill or break.
Any 3 cards or any 3 in the same city?
Any 3 in the same city is worth 1 victory point. 2 points for... Sorry. 2 points for killing one of the other characters, but they'll come back as another character. And there's some kind of hidden victory points in the decks as well.
So if I die, there's no... I get to keep playing if I die.
Yes, you'll come back as someone with full chips ready to go.
The table.
All right, that's fantastic. So you can't really... I will come back stronger than you've ever imagined.
That's right.
Fresh character.
So you've accepted that you are going to die with that character.
Yeah, probably.
I see. All right. Well, I now enter my end phase where I put my cards down to a maximum of 6. I only have 4, and I don't have any way of drawing cards. So really, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Passes to a villain. That's going to be me.
All right.
I don't know where our little turn chip went, but
He played it accidentally as a Sam.
We made the game. We do what we want. Okay. So. Villain turn. First thing I'm going to do is draw up to my full hand size, which is 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Sorry,
3 start phase cards.
Dare
you. First thing I'm going to do is play I Know Something You Don't. I'm going to target your hand. So we get to look at your hand, and I'm going to get rid of one of the cards in it.
Well, good luck. Good luck picking the best one out of this. It's all aces, baby.
Yeah, shit, it's not bad.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was going to
I
be
have a very educated opinion.
Turn.
That's like that's a good little fluff line for a character.
Yeah,
too.
that's
all aces.
super
baby.
fair.
Well, let's see. So yeah, that would be.
It's going to give him a lot of.
This is a
That's
character
options
that has a
there.
hand of 6 aces.
Oh yeah, that would be.
That gives
Now
him some chips.
Now I see what these
I don't know if
heroes
you
are
know Matt
working
Peters.
with.
So really,
I don't.
these
buddy
two give
Matt
him the
Peters.
most.
Agreed.
He is.
We want to get rid of blue chips or orange chips.
Not in that stack.
He's got more.
Oh, maybe he is. There he
I
is.
think that's the same.
He's kind of the card
So
player.
get rid of.
strategy.
Oh yeah,
This
look at
one?
that.
He's one of the more complicated characters
or
to
this
Get rid of
play.
the one that'll help him.
He does like a lot of
Got
meta,
it.
I think
meta
that'll-
stuff to the mechanics.
Your
of the
stroke
game.
of genius is gone.
No.
Here's the rest of your hand.
Okay, where do I discard these guys to?
Right there. All right, so that was my first start phase card. The next card I'm going to play is Suffer, and I'm going to do it on Catherine Harrington, since that's your obsession here. So you're going to take -2 persistence.
Okay, how do I mark that?
Your little red die over there in the corner.
Oh, okay. I'm counting down. Okay, so I'm already at 14 here because I started at 16, so I should be at 14 now, right?
And
I accidentally put it on 14, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
That's
no,
all right.
we're okay.
That's
that
okay.
is going to be everything for my start phase. So I take that back. It's not going to be the end of my start phase. I'm going to play my 1 savvy chip here to look at the top 3 cards of the villain asset deck and maybe put some on top or bottom. Those are all garbage.
Oh, that's good to know.
Thanks.
Oh wait, no, it's not. 'cause he's putting
Shuffle
them on the
monkey. All right. All right. I'm going to... Oh, I need that chip.
So
I'm
do
going
a
to do
lot
it.
of villains cards let
I'm
them
gonna
mess with
draw-
our hands?
Yeah, I'd say
cards
generally
there.
speaking, we have a lot more where we coordinate with each other, those ally cards, and we help each other out. Villains, because we're going for the big victory point bumps, they do a lot to frustrate us.
My
and
last
mess
start
with
phase
us.
card is
Also.
going to be Unchecked Aggression. So I'm going to gain 2 martial chips, and every hero is going to take -1 persistence.
Ah,
Bam, 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 bam. All right.
Because what happened to us?
Unchecked
Unchecked aggression happened to us. Okay.
So now is my
there was
exploration
aggression.
phase.
We did not check it.
I am going to... I'm going to move over here in case anybody wants to come into the city. So I'll be right there on that little harbor spot. And then I am going to draw the top card of the Torment deck. And we are going to deal with it. Oh, it is a card called Shadow and Spiral.
Shadow and Spiral.
This is a unique and interesting card. This one, the effect is immediate. It ends my turn immediately. My character vanishes from the board to come back on my next turn. Way more potent and powerful. Unfortunately, that means Selena Cross is going to have to carry the day for a little bit while I'm off marshaling my everything. So I am completely off the board. My turn ends immediately. So, heroes, enjoy.
Now, is there an effect when you come back?
When I come back, I get 7 cards, 4 health if I'm missing any, and 1 evasion chip.
So he's ready to really go at something.
The other benefit is that I cannot be named as the target for anything. So if you guys have anything that's like do X damage to target villain, I can't be the guy you pick because I am not in existence right now.
All right, so Andy, as heroes, and since we're in the one-shot studio, we cannot lose. Give it your best.
Okay.
We're going to beat you.
Great. So it is the beginning of my turn, so I can draw up to 6 cards.
Yes, sir.
This is a really good one. I can play up to 3 start phase cards, which I think I maybe want to play this one. And you tell me if this is wrong. It's
that's our buddy Nick on Fire.
Inelegance, and it's Nick on Fire.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is take 1.
He died after that photo.
But it was worth it. Look at that.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to go down to, I am now at 12 persistence. So I take some damage because I'm on fire. But I'm adding 2 blue chips, is that?
That is 2 chips of any sort. Gray means your choice.
To any stat pool. So do I want to double down on something I'm good at here or shore up a weakness?
It depends what your strategy is here. If you're going for your quest or you're in Nightfall, that seems to require a lot of martial and ingenuity, so I might take some martial chips to shore that up.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. So this fire that is surrounding me is going to turn into martial power.
So flashing mutation, story-wise.
And, it's a mutation. Cool.
Inelegance is this world's way of calling mutations.
There's a government agency that takes care of that nonsense. Kind of like the bank.
The government can be pretty terrible in this game.
Can you imagine? Rad. Okay, cool. So I seem to be pretty set up for my turn right now. I'm going to try then going on to the next phase so I can move up to 1 space, but I don't want to. I can draw a side quest card corresponding to this city, so why not? This is Nightfall, I assume?
Yep. Yes.
All right, so our side quest is going to be Agents of the Enemy.
That's the same thing we played before. Every one of these side quest decks has a couple Agents of the Enemy in it. So kind of our vanilla card.
That's us.
So it's going to be, Sam is going to be my enemy since Chris doesn't really exist.
I am your only choice.
Sam, you get 1 in every one of your stats for your chips.
Challenge chips here.
And I would like to point out I can scratch your back.
Rad.
You need it.
Let me see. I think I'm
this is not going to go well.
And Sam just said this is not going to go well. So,
So I can help a little bit. I might not be on the board, but I can still play cards. This one affects challenges before any card play has happened. I can move 2 of these challenge chips over like that so that you're only in battle for 2 of them instead of 4.
So you have to win 1 of them.
I have to win 1.
Yes.
Of evasion or just 1 of the 4, period.
Well, he's played a card to kind of change what the challenge is. Now the challenge is just evasion and ingenuity.
Yes, these don't count anymore.
Oh, you picked the wrong stats to go up against Catherine Harrington with, Sam. I'm ingenious. So I'm going to put down a secret card right there.
All right. I only have 1 remaining card. So how does that affect?
Really good.
How does that affect the rest of the?
So he's going to lay a card, then it's going to come back to you, and you're just done.
So add a card in there just to be safe.
There you go, my friend.
Thank you so much. See, that's what heroes do, you guys. They help each other. And then I think since I only need 1, I'll just go all in
off the board on a bathroom break,
right?
So.
Sam, do you want to put down any more cards?
Unfortunately, I have no more cards to put
Now
down.
you can play chips if you want. wager the lot, and you've got a resource value 2 with Catherine because she's a little bit more, you know, Catherine-y.
She's resourceful.
Yes.
She is Catherine-y.
Resourceful is the better word to say because the stat is called resources.
It's going to be Catherine-y for the rest of the game, though. Okay, so I'll move a Savvy chip in there because I won't need Savvy for my heroic endeavor later.
Very Catherine-y move.
Okay.
Very Catherine-y.
The reveal.
Get ready to lose.
Oh, he was
Your
bluffing.
patience. I guess I have a total of 3 over here. On
He only played a
ingenuity.
1 to bleed some cards, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Red, so I get all of my chips back?
Yep.
So you're telling me 5 is bigger than 3?
Yeah, in this game, in this world,
right.
yes.
And these guys get discarded.
Yep.
So this is a little bit now because I don't get to draw any more cards.
Right. So
At
now
this point.
you got that whole like I went all in on my turn, but now what are we going to do on our turn that you can't stop?
You can spend ingenuity chips to get cards, and she has a pretty decent value there. Since you beat the first step of serve the Regency, I'm going to lay a challenge chip down.
I didn't. I beat the side quest.
I'm
here.
sorry. Never mind. I'm jumping ahead of things.
But now, speaking of, that's a great transition.
Yeah.
Let's try and beat the first step of serve the Regency.
Okay.
I'm going to go up against Sam then.
Oh no.
Sorry, Sam. My guy really had to hit the
You bled him of all his cards, so we might just be able to walk over him here.
Sam, you've got
true.
3 chips in Marshall and 3 in Ingenuity.
If he can't play any cards, you know exactly what you have to do to win.
Yep, this should be easy math. 3 Marshalls, 3 Ingenuity. I dare you to lose.
It was just checking. I'm trying to kill the Archomancer, and there's Shambling Hordes.
you.
I want to
I am
read
the
like all of
Archomancer.
the story on all these cards, by the way, because it's very good. But
Thank you. That's a glowing endorsement.
in the interest of time, we won't. But that's what we're trying to do. And so, what does this mean? Now, what's the smart play here? I just put down basically whatever card I want.
Because it's your turn, you're going to win ties, right? And there's
Right.
only 2 slots up in contest, and he doesn't have any cards, so you just have to win one of those, and they're both 3s. So you could even win it with just chips without playing any cards.
Right.
Frankly.
Right.
He has to lay cards first, so you're going to know if Chris, his ally, is going to lay something for him or not.
And Chris can't, though, because if Sam can't lay any cards, can Chris lay any ally cards?
I can lay an ally card. So anytime it's a villain's opportunity to lay a card, one of the things that we can do is lay a face-up ally card.
I see.
If I have any.
Well, we're about to find out if you have one that you're willing to spend, because card play goes to you first.
I don't have any of those things. Sorry, guys.
So they're done with card play.
All
There's
right.
nothing they can do. You could win this just on chips.
Right, because I would tie Sam's
You would
score.
tie and
What if
win.
they have something nasty, like a weird effect, though? Do those exist in the game?
Nothing that would affect you here. I guess I have the foresight of having worked on this game for 4 years, but
That helps.
I think you're safe.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna say.
Then I'm not going to put any cards on there because these are all really good.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to get the win
So
effect of
we'll
your...
chip up, win,
Chips out,
chips out,
chips in.
chips in, and now I can do it. I'm excited to do this.
Rad, okay. So we are...
But
One
your turn
step
is coming
done.
up. You're going to get a
Yeah.
full hand of cards,
It's going to be
and
fantastic.
you can go hog wild.
And then I need to move into my next turn or later on.
Oh, and you get the victor. Yeah, we didn't do this for the Agents of the Enemy either.
Oh, nice.
But you get because you succeeded, you get 1 Marshall chip.
Great. And we didn't miss anything anyway because we get a free move.
Oh, okay.
Well, except that
Opposing
Sam, you
villain
should get-
suffers -1. Yeah, you suffered, Sam.
Oh. Got hit.
It was a humiliating defeat.
What matters?
And so now you're in your end phase. You discard down, or now might be a good time to mention. You could spend any of your chips up to the value. You can spend Marshall to do more damage to Sam if you wanted. You could spend an Ingenuity chip or 2 to have more cards in your hand.
Sam, how many health do you have? I'm sorry, how many persistence?
I am currently at 14 persistence.
Okay. Why don't I try and refill my hand? I'll spend an Ingenuity
Okay.
to go
2 cards.
2 asset cards. And I have a special ability where at the end phase I can pass 1 card in my hand to another hero. Can I show you my hand?
Oh yeah, we're fully aware of each other's.
Do you want one of like these guys?
That would be very useful
Would you take that?
for shoring up our defenses. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that'll be my turn then.
Okay.
All right, Selena Cross.
All right. Selena Cross, the Archomancer.
You're the Archomancer?
I am.
Oh, that's who we're trying to get.
Yeah.
You're my obsession.
They're all connected.
Everything's tying together.
Okay. All right.
Storylines coming together.
Well, I'm looking for you in Twilight Hamlet, though, and you don't seem to be there.
No.
It's our agents.
So I'm
I'm just in
you know.
I'm in your dreams.
Agents of the Ark.
Or should I say your nightmares?
Actually, let me check. You can keep going while I'm seeing what I'm doing here.
Okay. Let's see. I got a little bit
Feel
of
bad
reading
for the
here to do
auditors.
to see what I can do at the start of my turn here. So I can play up to 3 of these start cards. Let's see. That doesn't really apply.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We're striking at the source of the attacks, so it's one of your
That could come in
zones.
handy.
We took care of our shambling
I think that would
hordes.
come in handy here. And yeah, I'm gonna stock up. And let's just do that. All right, so I'm gonna play You Are Broken, where a target hero discards 1 asset. If you wanted to share the card.
Who is the target hero there?
That's gonna be Andy. Remind me the name of your.
It's Catherine Harrington.
I'm so obsessed with you. I should remember.
Just look at your
Catherine's-
tattoo. Yeah,
I should remember Catherine's name. So Catherine is gonna discard 1 asset.
and an asset is my
Yes.
one of
These
my
are your
cards.
asset cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it can be a card that just has a number on it, or it has to be one of mine.
Make sure it's your best one.
Yes.
Yeah, just throw away.
That's
Yeah,
what
it can be a
the card
number.
says.
Yeah.
So, but you have all they're all good in some way.
Yes.
That feels nice.
Yes.
Maybe one of those two, since they do kind of the same thing.
Okay.
Just look really sad
Yeah, they
when
do.
you
Oh
it,
yeah,
though.
these are yep. Very similar. So I'll throw away this one. I can no longer spot your weakness, Archomancer.
Don't worry, I didn't have any.
Sometimes it's bullets.
I'm also going to play Black Flag on the Horizon, which is going to gain me 2 more evasion chips. Do a little stocking up here.
So play a third one. You could even use one of your ingenuity chips to just take blindly more cards if you want.
That's a thing I can do. It'd be 2 more, right? Let's find out. Let's do this. I am going to lose an ingenuity chip, and I'm going to get 2 more cards for little to no result. Okay.
Ooh, not the best poker
Not
face.
the best poker face. in this immediate moment of little or no result. No more start cards is what I'm saying.
It's like you going out on a balcony and just getting on a megaphone and being like, "Everyone, citizens, I'm not doing great today. Please, nobody try and break in or blow up any of my factories or whatever. Thanks.
I'll be out of town for a couple days.
It's me, the Archomancer.
Need some me time right now.
Leave my shambling hordes alone."
Sincerely.
Now,
Evil
so I
wizard.
am obsessed with you. I feel like I need to draw closer to you.
Sure.
Okay.
But I also feel a desire to just torment a hero.
You can do both.
I can do
You
both.
can move that one space.
Well, what's going to
closer,
happen?
or-
I'm going to move into the first ward here, just because I feel like I'm number 1, and I'm going to torment Ed over here.
Oof.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right, so it's a prep.
It is.
What is happening in this challenge here?
It is a difficulty 4 that he
Yeah.
has to overcome. So here's the chips that we get on
Okay.
evasion. The rules
And we're
are
not adjacent, so I can't
Hero
wager
may
here.
wager chips. Villains win the ties this time. Villain playing this card may wager chips if he's at or adjacent to the location. So you've got 4 going into this, plus any cards you play.
Okay.
So I have to lay first because it's his turn. It's It's 4 in evasion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna lay in evasion.
And once I've done 4 face down, then they have to be face up.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I
Which
I
could only
have to
come from
lay-
him.
but I
Face
have-
ups can only come from your ally.
Good to know.
Correct,
All right.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, I can only play 4 cards total.
typically
in our,
yes.
in our wagering. Cool. Love it. Okay. Yep.
Do you need a hand?
Can you help me?
Yeah.
What? If the villains win, it's actually a pretty nasty villain win because they'll take 3 health or 4 chips. So I think it is important to try to win this. Yes, please.
Okay.
Ally, will you please help me?
I'm just going to go past on a zip line and drop like a smoke bomb.
An asset.
And jump out of there.
Smoke bomb should be illegal.
You're probably selling all the smoke bombs, Chris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once you get back into existence.
That's true. I'm on vacation right now. Just on the beach somewhere.
What story-wise are you doing? Is it just you're doing something shadowy?
Yes, so I'm completely behind the scenes manipulating events, so that's what that big meaty hand of extra 7 cards is going to be, is how did I set up this world in my favor?
Oh boy.
Or I'm in the bathroom. I had to go.
It's my turn next, so...
Yeah.
And I call the end of this, right? Or do you call the end of this? I call the end of this. I'm confident in my win here.
Okay.
I'm done with cards.
All right. Those chips are in. You can put chips in if you want.
Okay, so now it goes to chips, and I'm the only one to do it, so I'll discuss this openly. I've got a 2 face down under here, and I've got a 1 on top, so that's 3. I could then put 3 evasion chips forward to make it 6, and I could move 1 chip over to make it 7 total. He's got 4 showing. That could be a 3 to make it 7, and he could be doing something indirect to add to evasion.
And the tie would go to us.
And the tie would go to him.
So you need to be confident you have 8 there.
I am not confident. He has scared me off of wagering. And I know he's going to win then.
The reveal.
The reveal.
Because it's going to hurt a lot, but it's going to hurt more if
There was a bluff.
I'm right.
Ooh.
There was a +2 to evasion.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't have won.
And 3.
Wow.
7, 8, 9, yeah.
How
Yeah.
high do the number cards go?
3. 1,
Up to
2, and 3.
Okay.
So a 3 with an ally on it is potentially one of the best cards in the game. Because it can be added
All right.
to win.
So the villain win effect was...
The hero chooses one of the following. Suffer -3 or lose 4 chips from any combination of pools. I'm going to go ahead and suffer the 3. So I'm going to go from 14 to 11 persistence.
Bam.
Torment
right.
discard.
And that is it. There's no other pointage. I just hurt you.
Correct.
Is there a torment discard?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now comes the villain
Now comes
adventure
the
phase.
rest of the adventure phase. I can attempt my scheme, or I can lay low.
Yep. Now you get to use your chips on this, so that's definitely in your favor. Or you could just lay low and chip up.
That's right.
We're not in a great
let's
position
see.
to oppose him because I have 1 card. And you have, what, 3?
I just have 3 excellent cards.
I feel like I need to. Well, so my dangerous obsession is featuring 1 player, but can I do my villainous endeavor towards the 2nd player?
Well, so they're going to decide who the opposition is, but when you win, you get to move 1 space closer to whomever the nominated hero is, and that hero discards a card. So even if Ed is the opposition, Catherine, you're going to move 1 step closer to her, and Catherine's going to discard the card.
You're in a layer scheming. It's which one of us decides to kick the door in.
Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going for it.
Okay.
I'm going to scheme.
So now the challenge chips go to them, and it's 2 savvy, 2 evasion. Whoever wants to take that.
Oh, do we get to pick?
Yes.
We
you guys
decide who's going to try to interrupt this.
Should
I think you have the only chance.
Okay.
So
Where do I put the
in evasion and savvy.
evasion? Is 2,
Yep.
and savvy is 2.
and he only has to win 1. He
Heroes
wins-
have
he
to
wins
lay
ties.
the first card.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. All right, Sam. Okay, here's what we're doing. All right, here's what we're doing. We're gonna put that there.
Okay. Solid play.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now I can't put down a non-number card.
You can put down any card you want.
Great.
If it just has no effect, it has no effect.
Now I'm asking that question for no reason. And I'll put that one there. Kip.
I don't have to match. I can call it right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can say you're done with cards, which means he can keep playing. He's only got 1 more card, potentially.
It's true. It's true.
He only has to win one.
I gotta take
the
this.
two?
I gotta take this.
Because all ties go to him, so if you win one, he wins one, he gets the tie.
I think he's going for evasion.
He's going for evasion?
He must be. That's where all his chips are.
Is it my move? Sorry.
Yeah,
you waiting on me?
A card for you if you want it.
I got caught up in the drama of the moment. Yeah, I'm going to put that there.
All right. I'm done with cards.
You're done with cards?
Yeah.
Now it's chips?
Yep.
And
so
we get to do chips.
You would get to do chips. You're not at or adjacent to where that's happening, so all you get are your chips that are already in, those difficulty chips.
That's me?
Well, those chips are the only ones you can count. The ones that are.
Yeah, it's switched. This is like his quest. So.
Catherine made some assumptions.
That wasn't very Catherine-y.
Where's your resources now?
It's the opposite of Catherine.
Okay.
Okay.
These chips are all in.
This
Chips are
is
all
a good
in.
demonstration of the game. When the villains crush us.
Now you
That's the
do
purpose
have
of
that
this.
tricky resource of one. If you
I
want
do
to
have that
take
tricky
one of these
resource
spare
of one.
chips and
Screw it.
throw
I'm
in
doing
there.
it. All in.
Okay.
The
All right.
reveal.
The reveal.
Show me your evasion.
Grand total here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it.
All right, here's what I've got here. I've got
Old
+3
bluff.
to my savvy.
Uh-huh.
Take 2 chips of your choice from the opposing villain. So, Sam, take 2 of those chips, please. Those savvy chips.
Mm-hmm.
So those happen afterwards. So you still have to deal with the who won. So that's part of the aftermath.
Yeah, that's an after.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No,
yes.
it's
It's a wonderful learning point for the video.
Yes. So
Hi everybody. Listen. When you eventually get to play your copy, learn from my mistakes. I feel like I thought I was being really clever. So let's figure out how badly I lost. Okay. So I only have the 2 challenge chips, so you won evasion, which means you won the whole thing. So we don't need to really flip these other guys.
unless they had cool effects
Wasted
on
that too. I do get to
You get to
draw
draw a
one card.
And you get that after effect that you mentioned before once
So
this is all resolved.
you get to
Great.
move 1 space closer to Catherine, and if she had any, that card she's gonna get, she just doesn't get because you discard it.
That's got to be Kyle Tally, right? Tally me bananas. Hey, Kyle. Assuming that's you.
All right. I'm moving into the 6th ward.
Bam.
Indicate your card.
Should we be keeping an eye on the
I have been
comments?
watching. No one's asked any direct
Yeah.
questions about the game yet.
There's been some talk about Kumas. I like
Hi
it.
everybody.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be Kyle. Hey,
Slayer's
Kyle.
not my
What's
favorite, but everything else is good.
All right. So wagered chips go back into mine because I
he's
didn't lose
coaching me.
anything.
I'm gonna
These
look into
get
the camera
discarded.
I don't get this card you guys were saying?
Well,
I draw a card and then you
our
want me to
benefit
discard
is that you have to discard a card. So whatever it is, you got it. Now it goes into the discard
You
pile.
know, you were out of cards, so that.
it. Right, but this card
Oh.
lets me draw an asset
Sure,
card.
sure.
And that
So,
gets us a victory point as well.
Active
yes.
player resolves first, so he would not have that card in hand for us to discard.
Yeah, so you get
So
it.
you actually
get
do
the
get that card.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
So
And then
order
this,
of operations.
yeah,
Sam.
inside outside. Or how that works, I don't know.
I'd like to get
Okay.
2 ingenuity chips from you, Sam, if I can.
Cool. Take them.
And then I can cycle the top 3 cards of any deck. Which ones
You
should
do
those
so
be,
many
Ed?
things for the losing side.
Should I do that with the hero deck here, do you think?
It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt because I'm going to be drawing from that in a moment.
Okay, I'm going to do that with this one. And, oh man. All right, there you
We're
go.
on the board, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. And all this
So
stuff gets
I can do this villainous endeavor over and over and over again
Yes,
to get
that
points.
is the thing that you do until they play a card that makes you discard it, or you kill Catherine.
Well, you can also discard it if you lay low. It's an option
Yes,
you have.
you
If I lay low,
If
I
you-
can
you
get a
do
new.
have the option to
I
just
can get a
rid
new
of it and
scheme.
swap it out. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stick.
If
on,
it bores
I'm staying
you.
after Catherine.
Okay.
Turn
Well, yeah, I think so. Right. Yep.
comes back to the first
They
hero.
tell me I'm a villain.
I'm
but
going
I
to
have to
drop
be
to
stopped.
6, 2,
Then I'm in
3,
danger.
4,
Well, I say if
5,
you can't say something nice, then don't say anything
6.
at all.
All right.
pretty good.
Yeah. I'm going to play a start phase card, as is my start phase. Reveal the top 4 cards of your asset deck. You may draw up to 2 of them and discard the others.
Oh,
So
they're all ones.
1, 2.
Heroes don't draw ones. And even if we did, we would make them into
put them
sixes.
to the best. Yeah, no, that's.
So I get to keep 2 of these. I'm gonna bury. I'm gonna bury. They are. I'm gonna bury.
I'm a wizard.
I'm gonna bury 2 of these ones. Keep the ally one and keep the riposte. So.
Yeah, where are all the wizards in this game? I haven't seen a single wizard.
She's
She's kind of
like
a wizard. She raises dead machines
Okay.
back to life.
Good.
With her arc energy.
Yeah, cool. I got lightning coming out of my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, my second start phase card. I'm gonna play one of the cards I just picked up. Riposte. Gain 1 evasion chip. I will gain that evasion chip. And I am now done with start phase cards. So I'm going to enter my exploration phase. I'm going to move my free 1, and I'm going to try to come to you to help you with that last step.
Thank you.
Back you up. So I'm going to go ahead and do a side quest again, because while I'm in Clock Tower, if we can get 3 total, it'll help. It's Agents of the Enemy again. Who shuffled these?
Would you like to just do a different one?
Yeah, let's just do a different one for the sake of the game.
That's Danny. He's our, I don't know, what's the polite term? Shuffle guy?
Shuffle guy.
You know.
Card master.
He's also one of the 3 co-creators of Ironrise. He's not on camera right now.
He's really
sorry,
Danny.
Danny.
So that's happening.
Much better at design than he is at
we swapped it out, but in fact we were such fools. It is a Martial 3,
Question
Ingenuity
from the
3.
stream there. Are there
Evasion
plans for an
3.
expansion? Yes, we've been kind of kicking around different ideas, different characters. So we've got some in the back burner that definitely need development. You will see them in the expansion.
As for the game we're putting out, we're not holding anything back. Like, we're not saying you get 5 characters and then if we reach a stretch goal there's 10 characters. Everything that is developed is going to the Kickstarter copy of the game. So that's
you get 22 people to
characters.
play.
Yeah.
22.
22.
Yeah, there's a huge
22.
stack of characters over here.
Yes, there's. We're proud of the replayability for sure.
What'd you get?
But also, we were such fools. It's a Martial 3,
That's a big one.
Ingenuity 3, Evasion 3. This is one of the biggest of the side quests. So if I win, I can draw 2 asset cards and add a chip to the characteristic pool of my choice, and we get a victory point.
It's got to
If
be
I
you
lose,
still.
I suffer 3, and they get a victory point.
But you get so many.
I got to go all out on this.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Chippies.
Martial 3, Savvy 3,
I can't play
Evasion
anything
3.
except ally cards.
So he's
on
got to
your turn,
win
right?
2
Yes.
of those.
So
It's a good thing I spent all my resources on losing to Sam last turn.
Ed's playing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at
Hugo's
that
going
hand.
to come back next turn and do some really serious stuff.
That's an incredible hand of cards, though, for this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Does it save him
All right.
to go after his endeavor? forward?
You go first.
Yes. Yes, I do.
If I go all out and try to win this one, which is important, I might be less able to help you.
And in this situation,
There.
you guys win a tie.
I can handle it myself.
Yes.
So,
I got a really good...
we could scheme over here.
We could. So,
You guys type in the chat
It
what
is
they're saying
fantastic
to each
art
other, because
happening.
they're
mean,
talking
so
right
you
into
could
each
either
other's
save it
mics.
for the end, just to do that effect.
And
or
thank you for
lay
joining
it
us.
down and, you know, he could.
Look at
Then
this
he's
card,
gotta
though.
lay
Everybody at
something
home, look
down,
at
you know
this
what I
card
mean?
while they're
Even
not
though it
looking.
won't Impact.
This
the
seems
overall
extremely
outcome,
good
makes
to
him
me.
At least drop a card.
That I consider,
Okay,
there are
that's
3 of
what I'm
those
thinking.
cards in our deck.
That's my
I think
style.
that is the best card in our
That's
deck.
really
You tell me when to use it, because
Yeah,
it seems
all
like
right.
We got a card in Marshall.
a real winner.
In play.
Good luck, Duncan Hendricks, captain of the Ceylon.
I don't know how confident I am about winning this. Maybe now would be a good time. No, I'm going to go for it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm confident. I got this easy. One there.
No more for us, I don't think.
That is it. That is
Yep.
the end of my hand. And I don't have any more ingenuity to
What are you
draw more
playing
asset
at?
cards.
I don't like
Playing
this
at
at all.
victory.
All right, well, I'm going to put one in the Marshall.
Because there are only 2 types of people in this world.
Yeah.
The kind that shape their own destiny, and the kind that let others do it for them.
That
So
ain't
what
us.
are you going to be?
That's a Catherine lifestyle.
I'm going
It
to
is a
shape my
real-
own
you're
destiny.
being a real Catholic.
So I'm going to play my... I'm going to go all out on this because there's a victory point in the line. So
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to put all of my evasion forward. I'm going to put all of my Marshall forward. I'm going to take this Savvy and put it in Marshall. I think you were probably just bleeding me of cards. Shall we reveal?
You would be absolutely correct.
Does nothing.
So he laid a nothing, so I'm just going to win. But his bluff worked. He got rid of 3 points worth of asset cards from me. Okay. All right.
We get good stuff
win.
though, right?
Yeah, I get to draw 2 asset cards. Hooray. And add 1 chip to the characteristic pool of your choice. Ooh, I'm going to add it to Ingenuity. And we gain 1 victory point.
Which one is us?
We are the gold. Everything hero-based is gold. Villains are all silver.
Are these dice part of the game? These guys?
Those aren't specifically. These are all homemade or like ordered components. So those are just some I found on the internet. They are pretty nice.
They're really
nice. One of the stretch goals we do have is nicer countdown dice. Like
really?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the most fun things, though, is to go and buy your own dice.
Okay. So that's a second one, clock tower. All right, so I've already done 1 move for free. Now I want to get over there to help out if need be. So Duncan Hendricks has an evasion value of 3, so I can spend up to 3 evasion chips this turn. I have a stack of 4. So I'm going to spend 1 to move to the port, another 1 to move into Nightfall. Duncan Hendricks also has a special. When I move into a new city, we do all of the following. Start in any space in the new city. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start in the space that matters. Serve the Regency, Twilight Hamlet.
Oh, nice. So we can do this on your turn then.
I think so, maybe. Immediately gain 1 chip of each type and regain 2 persistence. So I'm going to go up to 13 persistence, get 1 chip of each time. I may move the other hero who's in the original. So if you were with me, I could move you along with me. So when we escape the city, if we choose to, I can disperse us better. That's his gimmick. He's the airship captain.
Nice.
All right. So now I'm going to go right into my adventure phase, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to attempt the second step of Serve the Regency. It is a Martial 3, Ingenuity 3 challenge, and the victory points are on the line.
Well, I think you kind of caught us both not able to defend against it. My character is unfortunately out of play, and he has
out
no
of
cards, so I think you're just going to be able to succeed it as long as you can hit the chip minimums, which I
Heck
believe
yeah,
you
boys. All right. So, card play would go to you first. You have no cards to play, nor can you play any chips. I'm just going to go ahead and win it on 5 Marshall chips.
Enjoy it.
This is what happens when you stop existing for a while.
So this actually kind of...
Bad things happen.
This demonstrates a lot of the
Now you have
meta
to go.
strategy of the game. The game's won and lost on forcing the other side to have Pyrrhic victories. Like, yes, they're going to win something small, but they bleed enough cards so that you can win the big ones. Or, the meta strategy of how many cards you have in your hand.
Yeah, I'm picking up that managing our resources here is a big part of.
Serve the Regency is done. 3 victory points.
We're up to 5.
Ooh, are you done with your turn?
So I'm going to go to my end phase, and I am... You know what? I'm going to spend 2 Marshall chips to do 2 damage to Sam.
Oh,
Bam, bam.
ugh.
To me.
And I'm
so
done.
I come back and I get that green chip. I get to start anywhere on the board. So I'm going to go over there just to make things difficult for them. I am going to get my 7 cards then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Hugo's back.
So since he's next to us now, he can do things like add chips to stuff. And
Yes.
now it's going to get more complicated, all of these.
Yeah.
So I am going to play another unchecked aggression for my first card. So I'm going to get 2 Marshall chips, which puts me at full, and then you guys each take -1 persistence.
Oof. I just worked on getting that persistence back. All right, so I go from 13 to 12.
I think my wife is on the chat. Thanks, babe.
I noticed.
She said the handsome guy's on the left, though.
Not from her
Left.
point of view. You have to imagine that camera is my wife.
Yeah, sure. I know. I was just...
I can't.
What's persistence totals here? 12.
It's a nice model you picked.
Yeah,
up.
no,
way
see,
I
it's Sam. She says
What's
it's
your
Sam.
persistence?
I'm at 12 now.
12. All right. I am going to do my second card, Suffer, on Catherine, so -2 persistence for her.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I think they're going for kill points.
I'm going to use 2
Now,
of my
kill points
martial
good for
chips
us?
during my turn to do 2 more to Catherine.
Uh-oh. You got a target on your back.
Okay, that's my second card. And I'm going to do Raise an Army for my last one to get 1 more martial chip. The other one doesn't go anywhere, and I get an asset card. Okay. All right. Next comes my exploration phase. I am going to use a Savvy chip to look at the top 3 cards of the Torment to decide which one I want to use here. I found it.
Strategy has begun.
We're doing pretty well, though. Most of these games run where the villains are kind of slowly creeping up, and the heroes have to make a lot of points near the end of the game. So we're doing all right.
It feels good because I feel like, and also story-wise, we did a bunch of stuff to the Archomancer while this guy was doing something shady, and then he just came back and made a big play. I keep looking at this card even though I know what it is, just because I'm excited to use it.
All right. I am going to, in my exploration phase, flip the top Torment. It is the big dance number.
Oh.
It would be a 1 in everything.
That's not so bad.
If we win it,
It's one of the big
we
ones.
get a victory point, and a target hero takes 5 persistence.
5.
This is a big one, and he's got a lot of cards, so it would be great if we had some way to just get rid of this.
If only we had, for example, a resonance grenade.
To cancel a challenge, and I take 2.
Bam!
You take 3.
That's okay.
That model is the wonderful Sandy Hunter, who also built that resonance grenade, which is blurred out in this picture. It's clear in other ones. She did a lot of our prop design.
What a wonderful thing to have happen.
Dagnabbit.
So we just blew up the big dance number.
I want to point out, we didn't stack these decks. This is just working out this way. This is
So-
Ironrise, baby.
Also, I like the sentence, blew up the big dance.
All those
Not
kids.
very
No,
heroic,
I don't
really.
dance.
Next comes my adventure phase. So I am going to attempt the my scheme, change in management.
That was a good play.
Alright.
That
So
was
it is
great
a
play.
2 ingenuity, 2 martial. So one of you guys is going to be
I'll
opposing
take
me
it
here.
because you don't have any. You're done with cards, right?
Yeah.
2 ingenuity and 2 martial.
Yep.
Okay. And I have to lay first.
Yes.
I have to win both of them.
That's correct, sir.
I'm going to lay on Marshall.
Do we get the victory condition of that card? It
It's
says
completely removed
No,
from
it's
play. Yeah.
it's removed. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do 1 card on ingenuity.
I'm going to also do 1 on ingenuity.
Okay. I will do 1 card on savvy.
I'm done with cards.
I'll do 1 on martial. I'm done with cards now as well.
Okay. Both of us can do chips
Yes.
because we are at or adjacent to each other.
that goes
That's
to you
exciting.
first.
You've got a lot of Marshall chips.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have a lot of ingenuity chips.
that was a burn on you, Chris.
Oh, shit.
It was vicious.
Let's go Shadow of Spiral outside
So-
for a second.
Cards on the table, as it were. I didn't have great cards. I was trying to draw cards out of him, so
But I got like so many.
he can. Yeah. No, I mean this is the thing. His thing working out. I'm not gonna wager anything, even though I could, because he would just take this stack and make it his if he won. Wait, 1.
Do we have different max hand size?
Yeah, we haven't.
Everybody should have 6. There's 2 characters that have higher. Neither of them in play right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't. This is the first time we've seen a real, true wager with
I mean,
this.
part of me thinks I should do it foolishly just to demonstrate. You've got six there. That could be 3, so that's 9.
Yeah.
Don't be foolish.
Do it. Do a real dumb thing.
I'm not going to do it. No,
you guys are on the same team, but you're being like
so
the
I get the chips. Then I would go all in there. I would resource
I just
2
had
over
ones.
here. So I've got 3. This adds 3 over here. So I've got 4, 10 in Marshall. And 3
yeah,
in
no
Evasion.
chance. So that was the torment he pulled before we disappeared and came back armed to the teeth. That worked out for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the effects are
2 to 2.
I gain 2.
No, we're at 5.
You're at 5.
I gain 2
you've done
health back, 2 persistence, puts me at.
We got rid of all of your arc zombies. Did you
13.
forget?
No.
Look
Never-
around. Where are your arc zombies
Never
at?
forget
they're
the
in the
arc
ground.
zombies.
Oh,
They're dust.
yeah. We'll do it again. We'll blow up a dance.
Okay.
We'll do whatever.
And then
the villain who's
you gain
going around
1
blowing up dances?
It was a zombie dance.
I
from
gain
that.
1 persistence back.
And
That is a fantastic
anytime
result.
my character, the villains get a victory point, I get to draw 1 asset card and
Okay.
cycle the top card here if I want to, but
Fantastic.
that's already a pretty good one from earlier. So comes my end phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have to get rid of 1 card. I am going to spend 1 savvy chip to draw the top 3
Your
cards of the
persistence.
hero asset deck.
Oh, no.
Oh man, these are like.
I don't know if I could look. No, I wasn't supposed to look at that.
He
I
gets to
did.
reorder the. Oh,
He
gets
can
to
bury
cycle
them
the
if
deck.
he wants.
I can do that too. Don't let me forget that I can do that at the beginning of.
Okay. And
Oh, it's coming up. You done?
that's going to be the end of my turn. I have to discard 1 because I'm over 1. At the end of Hugo's turn, I can pass up to 2 Marshall chips to my ally. I'm going to give you 1 Marshall chip
Thank
in
you.
case you need it. Good.
All right, now this is going to be our big play. So I can cycle 1 card of any deck. Do I want to do the side quest deck?
I think the side quest makes sense. Yeah.
Let's take a look at what the side quest would be. This one looks like a tough one.
It's not terrible. The problem is that he's there with us.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
I can help deal with it.
Okay, should we keep this
Hold
one on top?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then I'll draw back up to 6. Whoa. Oh my goodness.
They all ones.
No, I am going to use my poker face and not say whether that was a good. You see, Sam? You see how it's done?
You owe us 1 terrible poker face. He told you that turn that he had nothing.
Okay, so that is draw up to 6, play up to 3 start phase cards. So let me see what I've got. I'll hold on to these guys. I can move up to 1 space. Do I want to do that? If I move out of the center of the city, am I technically out of Chris's reach?
Only if you
to
move.
Lockley over here, you
Yeah.
would be out of my next to or adjacent.
Should I do that?
It depends if you want to go for a.
Oh yeah, we
another
should look at
quest.
these guys. I can't move very quickly. Catherine is.
Yeah, so you got that 1 free move plus 1 extra.
I would
for the
move
blow
as if
chip.
you're getting out of the city. I would start moving as if you're getting out of the city because this is a pretty decent one for us to go for right here. It's a 2-step and it takes place in Ironrise, the city.
Okay, now it's going to take me a while to get to Ironrise.
As we go 1, and then you could spend a chip to get there, and then the following turn you'd be on it.
All right, let's do that. So Catherine will
You're an Abernathy.
head to Abernathy.
And if you spend 1 now, you could go to Clock Tower. I have 2 drawn in Clock Tower already. If you do the 3rd, we get a victory point.
Let's do that. I'll spend my evasion chip to go to Clock Tower.
You're in Becker Plaza.
Can villains and heroes occupy the same space?
Now I can still draw a side quest card after moving. Yeah, let's do it to get that victory point. No. Okay. A Storm of Iron.
So no matter what, you got this point.
Yeah, so Chris is giving us our victory point now because we just got through 3. This world is terrible. Just surviving it is a victory.
Hey.
So we got another victory point
So
for
as soon
that.
as you get to the 3rd one,
Yes.
Yeah.
you don't even have to succeed.
In effect, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go up against Sam for this one.
Bring it on.
Well, I think
They're going to choose who goes up against
It's always
you.
our team that gets to decide. So it will be me. So 3
Behold my barren
evasion.
cards.
Okay.
I almost got through with just confidence though on that.
That's true.
I believe that. I was
almost
gonna play.
believe. Yeah,
Sure.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
shit, that-
I think
Okay.
Tally's telling us Pikachu, Pikachu.
I got time for
that's a
Pikachu.
solid
First card is down.
strategy. Yeah.
Okay.
Pika.
So I need to win.
Just the one. There's only one in play. Unfortunately, you don't have any chips there.
Unfortunately, it's evasion.
I think it's weird that Ash never let his Pikachu evolve. Like, is that... It's almost like animal abuse in a way. I don't know.
Also, is Pikachu his name or his
Well,
species?
neutering pets is the right thing to do, but
Like,
it does
is
slow
there
down their
anywhere
growth.
in Pokemon World where they eat meat that doesn't come from a Pokemon? Like, do you eat Pokemon?
No, every animal is a Pokemon in that world. So,
Wow.
But most of the
They're all
plants are
vegans.
also Pokemon, so there's no.
so even
good
if you're a
answers.
vegetarian, you're
But like every hamburger is Tauros meat.
yeah.
Like a Bulbasaur.
That's grim.
All right, Chris.
I'm having trouble coping with what I just thought about.
Well, Chris was supposed to go. Oh, you did go first.
Yeah,
I see.
I got this. I know this game. Okay.
Well, if you're a vegetarian in the Pokemon world, you can always just have Vigachu instead.
We're even now.
Get out.
Okay.
I don't have any more cards to put down.
No more for me either. So the reveal, I suppose.
Or chips,
wait, can we do chips?
Oh, chips. Yes. I forgot.
I've got
Minor.
two resources.
I was not confident
go
enough to
for
push
it.
that through.
These guys? I'm going to pull a Catherine right now.
Okay.
And move over here.
Classic Catherine.
Classic Catherine.
Using her marshal to be
All
evasion.
Nothing. And 3, 6.
6. So I've got 3, 5, shoot.
Woof. All right, we lose it.
We lose
so
it.
You suffer 2.
2
more persistence.
persistence. Okay, Catherine is getting disheartened.
But you got us the
Life is
victory
tough.
point just for doing it. So,
Yeah. Was worth a shot.
Okay.
mission accomplished.
Catherine's
Okay.
getting pretty breakable. What's she said 8? 6?
Oh, describing a person as breakable. You guys are really getting into
Just-
roll here.
You know, psyche is fragile. Life is seeming questionable.
Yeah, this is a rough world that we're in.
Gonna have to
Okay.
move back in with her parents soon.
Jeez. Well, her parents are probably like robots or something in this world.
I think actually her parents are dead. I think her story is that she's looking for
no.
what happened to her father.
Yes, right. Missing father.
Yeah.
Her missing father, Duncan Hendricks. 2
No.
victory
Think
points.
that's not-
No, he's younger.
Completed my personal. Yeah. That's it.
If you're confident enough, I'll believe that.
Is there time travel in this game?
That could be.
Expansion.
Expansion. Time
Stretch
travel.
goals.
Time travel.
Time travel. All right, so it's me, yeah?
Yep.
It is.
All right.
Wait, no, it isn't.
Uh-oh.
Because I need
You get a
my
time. Yeah, I could do.
end phase. Do you want?
Or
any
you
of
could
these
just
cards?
lay low, actually, because you have an adventure phase, but you're not in any spot to do anything about it. You could lay low, regain 2.
Yep. So I'm gonna
persistence,
get
regain
1 chip of each type back and a persistence. Although they've been hitting my persistence pretty hard.
We do what we do.
And then it's your end phase.
And then it's my end phase. Do you want any of these cards?
All
All these good ones? Check that guy out.
Baby. I would love that one.
You can have it.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so I'm drawing up to my hand max.
Mhm.
6 cards. And it's really bad. Is that a good poker face?
Yeah, you're doing it, man.
Let's see. Okay.
All right, but these are not.
I got a little reading to do here. Okay. That's any. No. Okay.
Yep.
Are we at 6?
Mm-hmm.
So we're only 2 points away from winning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a 2-step right there.
I'm gonna play apocalyptic action.
Okay.
Each hero
got a plan.
is gonna lose 1
Okay.
chip from a stat pool of their choice,
Woof. All right.
and
I don't need Marshall.
Your resources.
We're not fighters. We're not
are
fighters.
0 until the end of the next villain's turn.
That hurts.
So until the end of my turn, you guys have a resource of 0.
Oh boy.
So that nullifies your character a bit because she's a resource character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So let's move on to the exploration phase. I'm going to move my character 1 space. And I'm going to take this opportunity to cash in an evasion
Yep.
to move 1 more space.
Ooh, right
Oh,
on top
hello,
of your dangerous
obsession.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Man.
This seems like a great
Oh,
time.
hi, Obsession.
This seems like a great time for me to torment a hero.
Okay.
And I didn't do this on my last turn, but I do have a torment special on this scheme that I can draw an additional torment card and pick the one I want.
Yes.
Oh dear.
So I'll be drawing 2 torment cards. And let's see, I got that. Okay.
So it's one you can play out, or you can just do that.
This is really scary when they're like looking at the cards and trying to pick the one that's worse for us.
But does this have like?
So what this one would do is take away their ability to lay low, and you would win all ties until the end of my turn as well.
So is there a torment phase in the game you're working on?
So this one puts you in kind of a blocking position.
I'm going to take it out
with them. This
no
is
being
just
on
like
the
a
other end of
straight,
it.
Like go after them.
It's
and
too
do some
nerve-wracking.
stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, and I'm going to potentially.
If anything, so like this one
Yeah,
would
the
at least
torment
save you
phase
cards
is a
to
good
go
name.
after this if you want.
It's evocative.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Because they're doing the same thing that we're doing, but it feels heroic
That's how
when we
I
do
feel.
it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's mechanically it's the same.
We're in agreement. All right. So I have an immediate. You can't go to the constables.
We are the
I
constables.
love going to the constables.
So for the next turn and a half,
In this world,
we
the
will
police can
win
be
all
bad.
ties.
So ties go to us until the end of my turn, and you also, because of apocalyptic action, don't have resources. Things are coming up villains now.
Yeah, heroes may not lay low.
You also cannot take the lay low
So
action.
that's in play for the moment as well. All right,
Oof.
so the end of the exploration turn here. So I feel like I should attempt my villainous endeavor.
There's a burning barn in that on that one card.
There is.
So I take it that we usually lay low in our favorite barn.
So I just have to ask. I feel like
That's
I
how I
missed
lay
this.
low.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, we don't.
You can't
Yeah.
just
Just
show
to
up to the
clarify,
Hilton.
so there are all 4 categories in any one of these challenges.
Correct.
Some have numbers, some have none.
Yes.
But as far as winning, only applies to the ones that have
That is
numbers.
correct.
Yes.
So,
So winning a majority of the slots, it's the slots in play, the ones
Oh,
with
sure.
numbers.
and so X is not in play at all.
Right.
Great. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to attempt the villainous endeavor. Let's do it.
Who wants to oppose?
So who wants to oppose?
2 evasion.
2 evasion and 2 savvy.
So now, if you oppose, you would get to use your chips. If Ed opposes, it's just his cards.
What do you think?
I think I'm going next, so I should. Ooh.
But not right now, right? Not on this.
No,
Okay.
it's too soon.
That's our own little secret hero torment
You guys
that we were
villains.
just talking about.
Maybe I should take it because I get to draw cards next.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
2 evasion, 2 something. Savvy.
2 evasion, 2 savvy, and I'm going up against Edgeman.
You have a T-shirt that says that, I think. 2 invasion, 2 savvy.
And we are not
For
next
you.
to each other.
No, so I don't.
So
I don't
you get the advantage
to,
of chips, and he doesn't. So, to you.
I'm gonna put a card down. Invasion.
How confident are you about this? Do you need help?
Ooh. We'll talk in a second.
Okay.
Savvy.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Ingenuity.
Let's go.
Where do you think it should go?
I think it should go innovation.
All right, so he's going in for evasion. Do you have any way to help me, friend?
I do. Would you like me to help you?
I could use some help in evasion.
I'm good at evasion.
Zip line.
Nicely done.
I zipline out of the burning barn.
Someone cut that zip line.
All right, and I'm done with cards.
Okay.
We're also done with cards.
Okay.
I can't lay chips, so it's
whatever
your chips
chips
to
you
lay and win or lay and lose.
Go, Mr. Van.
You have.
Put all your chips on this now. You'll probably win.
Go big
Yep.
or go home, boys and girls.
And I think you got 1 extra resource you can put a chip
I
somewhere.
do have 1 extra resource.
You can make that chip pile fatter for when I take it.
But I'm not going to do that yet.
Wait, do we get the chips that they lose?
If we're both wagering, we get to pick a stack. If we're not wagering, we get to take one and throw it away,
Neat.
just like across the room.
Ooh.
Oh wait, I've been throwing away all my chips that I lost. Is that
I've
wrong?
been eating the chips.
I'm not exaggerating. I have
All
been
of these are
throwing
bad
these
for
away.
the components.
Yeah,
Were they
just
only
throw 'em
supposed to
there.
throw away some of them?
No, yeah, you throw 'em- the ones you lose, throw there. Yeah.
Well, all of them? I thought you said only one stack we throw away.
Yeah, it's only when wagering.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we
yeah.
haven't really. That was the first.
Wagering
and
hasn't
only-
really come up yet.
Yeah.
So I think it's the reveal.
Okay.
So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So 7 and 7.
7 on Savvy.
Okay.
So I'd use 2 cards to do indirect on Savvy.
Sure.
Plus I get to cycle stuff at the end of this.
Neat.
Here I've got 3 and 2 and 2. So 7.
So you got 7 and 7. So you need one of these to be 7.
7 and 7. Well, I'll start with Savvy here. Got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that brings us to a grand total of 5, 6, 7, 8.
It was never close.
Okay.
All these cards gone.
Boom.
Stunning victory for the villains.
Slam.
I thought we were running away with it too.
One more for
One
us.
Sorry.
more for us.
And then whatever the effects of success are on
Success. I may move one space closer to the nominated
there.
hero, which
Wait, was
I
that
already
3
am.
victory points that they got for that?
We're at 3 now.
There.
You're at
And-
3 now. Okay.
Therefore, they have 3.
and Catherine must discard
6.
one more card.
We have 6. I'm
Yep,
sorry.
And Catherine has to discard a card from Dangerous Obsession. We posted something nasty on your Facebook wall.
And let's see.
Probably that one.
And I'm gonna do 1 damage to my target opponent.
Bam,
Catherine.
Catherine. Nice.
Thanks for the hit point.
Of course.
Where does that put you?
6.
It's doable. Okay.
It's killable range. You done wreaking havoc?
Yep. Turn complete.
Turn to me then. Draw up to 6.
All right, we only need 2 points to win. 2 victory points.
Mm-hmm.
We can get that.
Oh.
We can get that in 2 turns.
Oh.
We can get that in 1 turn, probably.
I'm going to actually play a card called Grim Knowledge.
Ooh.
I get to suffer 2 for each of the options I select. I'm definitely going to do the one where we take a victory point, so I'll go from 12 to 10. So we get a victory point, so we're at 7. One where heroes draw 3 asset cards, that sounds pretty good. I'm going to do that too. So we each get 3. Now your guys' hit points are pretty high. I'm not going to do option 1 that makes you suffer because our path to 8 victory points I don't think actually lies in killing you. And I need to stay alive myself, I think. So I'm just going to play those 2.
What do you have grim knowledge of?
Well, he's drinking out of a flask, and the knowledge is very grim. So he's been reading.
He
from
learned
the
a
Book of
terrible
Ghosts.
secret.
Yeah.
That is the character Franklin Saint, who is very good at movement.
Okay, I'm going to play another start card, Gearing Up again, where I reveal the top 4 cards.
Hope they're ones.
Deck 1,
They do it again.
2, 3. Oh boy, they're all good.
I'm not a wizard anymore.
I'm going to take Confederation of Heroes and Clockwork Pistol.
Right.
All right, so I'm ready now for my exploration phase. Okay, so here goes. I'm up at the top there. I'm going to use my 1 free movement to go here. I'm going to spend 1 evasion chip to go to Abernathy Hamlet.
Wait a minute, what if we... Could I come back to Nightfall and we do more side quests there?
To get 1?
And we can get a victory point that way?
Well, because you need 3, right? Do you have 1 or 2 in Nightfall?
We have done 1 in
One,
Nightfall.
but if we both did, if I did one on
if
my
you
turn,
stay
he did one on
there.
his turn,
Yep.
we get the 1 victory point we needed. I was thinking of coming here and taking your character here to get 2, but that would be overkill.
'Cause we
and
don't need
You've
2
made
anymore.
a good point. We don't need 2 anymore, so we do not need to do a favor for the Kingfish, for that, because that's more risky. You're
I
right.
never liked the Kingfish.
That's me.
I rescind. I actually move. Not a.
Duncan,
Actually,
you rapscallion.
Actually, you know what? I know. I do make that move anyway. I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do this. I can do this.
Because Sam's going to try and kill me. I don't think that I'm going to be around for much longer.
I'm going to come and grab you, though.
Thank you so much.
I think I can do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to cycle it. I'm going to spend a savvy chip to cycle this so I get something favorable. Woof.
And then I'll get the option to cycle that at the beginning of my turn, but only one card.
Okay, I'm going to put this one on the bottom and these two on the top. I'm drawing this one, which is that Iron Eye opens immediate. All heroes draw one asset card, villains discard one asset card, and I draw the next one.
Boo. Boo.
The next one is Silver Ghosts. Those are robots, kind of.
They are.
They're scary robots.
Where can I find out about whether or not they're ghosts or robots?
You can go to our World Anvil page for the world of Spiral, which is the setting of this, or just search Ironrise.
You can really look at the like.
He's loaded, you know,
there's
a lot of our stories.
Articles.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually going to check that out.
Please do. Yeah.
You can play this game just mechanically. It's sort of a weird pokery kind of thing with guns, or you can go right in and read every little piece of narrative if you want to go in that way.
I have been stopping myself for game flow sake from reading everything that's on every card, and I want to show also all the cards to the people that are watching, but that would show you guys what I've got, and it's too good.
All right, so who's opposing me on Silver Ghost? 2 Martial, 2 Ingenuity,
a lot of
2
cards?
Evasion.
2. I have tons of cards.
I'll take it because you can maybe help me out. So okay.
You could use that thing now.
Should I use that thing now?
Why not?
Nah, I don't use that thing.
Does it help us to use this thing?
It'll mean that I don't have to mess with this.
Bam. Blew it up again, you guys. Second resonance grenade.
Bam, that's me at 10 then.
Pocketfuls of resonance grenades.
Why, terrorist?
Somebody having a dance over there?
Okay.
The resonance
Silver Ghost
grenade
dance.
Who's really the villain if you're just blowing
happens.
up people dancing?
Silver Ghost remains
for sure
flipped,
you.
and I am done with my exploration phase. I enter my adventure phase, which I can't do in normal movement.
Yeah.
However, I've only spent 1 evasion chip. Duncan Hendricks
Yeah.
can use 3. I have 2 remaining. I'm going to spend 1 to come to Clock Tower, which is where you guys are. When I do that, I get to gain a chip of each type and regain 2. I'm going to go up to 2 right now. Move any other hero who's in the original city with you to your new location. Well, you weren't with me then, but I can do each of these once a turn. I'll spend my last evasion chip to take you with me to Nightfall.
We're leaning out of the Zeppelin.
Man.
And be like, smell you later!
And I can move you to our new location. I can start in any space in the new city. I didn't use that before. I went right to the dock, so I'm going to move us both over here away from the villains.
Cool.
And whew, okay. So I gain 1 of everything.
That felt like a very heroic thing to do just now.
That was the getaway Zeppelin, man.
Can you shake your fist, Sam? Like we're escaping from you? Thank you so much.
I guess I have
Pretend there's lightning coming out of it.
I need something villainous to curse you, Duncan! Curse you and your cursed airship.
Yeah, what is the
I'm
what's
trying
the
to shoot
Ceylon
lightning
look
out of my
like?
fingers at you.
The Ceylon, what does it look like?
Yeah.
I like to think of it as sort of like a steampunky Millennium Falcon, at least in spirit.
Cool. Is it
We've been accused of being more diesel punk than anything, if that tells you.
oh, what a horrible accusation.
All right. Is that the end of your turn? Are you done?
That is the end, except that I also hit Sam for 2 more.
You
I get-
crafty devil.
And now I'm done. I'm done. for
Hugo
real.
Noble gets a Marshall chip anytime somebody else spends up to 2.
Good strategy, because this was way more risky to come and do this, and if we flip 1 more, you got it. We win on your turn unless they...
I think the danger right now is that they are going to try and kill me.
yeah.
As well they should. But I would prefer that doesn't happen.
So
They don't do that.
Most, if I were to pull out my spreadsheets, I could tell you that most games have 2 characters die.
Really?
So if we have a game where no characters die, that's kind of an outlier.
We're an outlier.
So it's my start phase. I'm going to choose not to play anything in the start phase. I'm going to go to my exploration phase. I'm going to move to the middle here by you dudes. I am going to... we'll hold on to that. I will Torment. A Promise to Pinnacle. So, this is one of the villain's big ones, Pinnacle being the tower that the insidious government is located at. I suffer -6 persistence, which puts me at 4. If this would reduce you to 1, I stay at 1. So I'm good. I gain 6 chips to distribute however I choose among my characteristics, and I draw 3 cards. So I've made a terrible deal with the devil for this, but okay. And 6 chips.
I don't like this. I don't like how this turn is starting.
Yeah.
For Chris.
We might
This
have
seems like a good
another
Chris turn.
Yeah. Oops.
When it starts with you selling your soul, it seems like that's going to be bad for us a little bit.
It's not the worst thing I could do with my soul, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to do change in management. My scheme. So it is 2 ingenuity, 2 martial for whomever may want to.
I think I should take it.
Oh, it's pretty even. Pretty even over there.
All right, I'll take it. What is it?
2 and 2.
2
ingenuity, 2 martial.
Okay.
Okay. You guys lay the first card.
Okay, I will. Lay in Marshall.
Okay. I will lay in ingenuity.
I shall also lay in ingenuity.
1 martial.
Savvy.
Also savvy. And
Can I do ally cards on these checks?
evasion.
What do you need help in?
Help me out in ingenuity.
Yeah, I'll take that there.
I'll help you the most in ingenuity. More than you ever expected.
Oh, wow.
That's a 3, ladies and gentlemen.
So we've got
Ally
one
3. How many ally 3s are in that
I think
deck?
there's maybe 2.
Yeah.
You know what that ally is? It's one of those grenades that we've been using.
2 zip lines and a grenade in his teeth.
I thought it'd be something like that scene in Predator with the 2 guys just shaking.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing that while we're
you son
ziplining.
of a bitch.
2 zip lines parallel shaking.
I like it.
That is
Also-
pretty ingenious.
So it comes to chips. You are going to do chips first.
Now, I can't,
You could.
well, I can't use resources because you still have that active.
Correct.
You can do 2 resources. Okay, but you know what? So I'm going all in that I can. I'm doing all my martials, 2 of them, all my ingenuities, 3 of them.
I would go all my martial and all my ingenuity.
All
And
in.
then I would do 1 and 1.
Well, this is a big one. This is sort of finale.
Okay. Nothing. 2, 4, 5. No, 4, 6, 7 over here. And 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 and 7.
11 in martial.
Mm-hmm.
Martial, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh!
So I win that one, and ingenuity is what?
7.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Man, it's this one chip here that I decided to split instead of...
Show the arc cannon art. I think that's like
Man.
one of my favorite cards
All right.
so far.
Thank you, Sandy, for helping out with that big gun.
No.
Well,
Sandy, that's a great
failure
looking gun.
Oh, God.
for change in management is I suffer another 2 damage, and each hero gains 1 persistence. So you guys each go up a health there.
Wait, did you...
So it might not matter, because one of the after effects of this arc cannon is, in fact, that opposing villain suffers -3, which would take you down to 0, which would break him, which would give us 2 victory points.
Yep.
Which puts us at
9.
The heroes have saved the
It's
world.
my fault. It came down to this 1 chip. I put it in the wrong place.
That was an odd game, the way the victory points go. Usually it's slow creep by the villains, and then heroes have to do that.
You guys killed it.
Yeah.
Sam was being a slow creep the whole time.
I'm just a creep all the time. Yeah.
So that's Ironrise. That's an 8-point game of Ironrise.
I'm really disappointed. It came down to where I put this one green chip in that. Yep. We would be at 4 right now.
And when we play test this game, usually we would play out the round just to see where it's going. And I think like more than 90% of the time it comes down to it would end one way or the other in that round of turn. And then of that 90%, about 40% of the time it comes down to that exact player and the play.
So it sounds like it's a pretty evenly balanced game.
I can, after 4 years, a lot of spreadsheets and play tests, I can there are outlier games, of course, but I can say pretty confidently it's fairly well balanced.
Well, and even though we really lost, I never felt like we were losing, you know, like that.
No, and you were almost on top of 2 there and 1 there, which would have put you within
6.
striking distance of it winning as well.
Yeah,
So
I think you
close.
guys would have gotten me in a turn or 2.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. I was just hanging on.
Yeah, it would have put us at 7 because she's worth an extra 1 to us, Dad. So.
Yes, of course she is.
Yes, that's true. So.
That's
Thanks.
Ironrise.
Thanks, guys. I hope you had fun with it. I hope you caught on quick and enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for playing with us, guys.
Yeah.
Of course.
You gotta
for
get
watching,
this
everybody.
game just to see the art. This is beautiful stuff, you guys.
Sam too has a game that I think you're going to be able to still pre-order for a while. Maybe?
A Kickstarter was successfully funded last month for my game Earworm. You can go to earwormgame.com. We'll be on BackerKit soon for additional copies if you're interested.
And Andy is technically the first game designer I met in Chicago.
Yeah.
By way of like live physical participation games.
Yeah, was that a Dodgeball Dungeon?
It was. That
was really fun.
A hell of a lot of fun.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. If you guys want to do a Dungeons & Dragons running club where we play Dungeons & Dragons while we run, that's what I'm doing right now. You can go on Meetup and look for Momentous, the Couch to 5K RPG. That's what I'm running currently.
That sounds a lot better than the Couch to 5K that I'm currently sweating through.
I hope it's better than just a normal Couch to 5K, because otherwise I'm doing a bad job.
Yeah, and thank you so much to James D'Amato and the One Shot Podcast Network for letting us use this beautiful studio and table and hosting us and everything wonderful here.
Thanks.
So, and apparently James met his fiancée at he's creeping on our feed here.
That's
at
right,
Dodgeball
James.
Dungeon.
I didn't know that.
Full circle.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. We should never stop doing it because now we're getting a bunch of exposure for Dodgeball Dungeon, which was 3 years ago. It was a great show 3 years ago, though, you guys. We had a lot of fun.
Should have been there.
And I met a lot of really cool people. So,
That was great.
Cool.
bye, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you.